program is now open in Terminal A at Boston's Logan International Airport. That means paying an $85 fee could help you beat the long lines. TSA Administrator John Pistol explains.
Now, TSA Pre-Check is part of the Department of Homeland Security and TSA's risk-based security approach to differentiating between passengers who we know more about. And as we approach the notion of looking for that 1 in a million or billion terrorists who might be out there, how can we reduce the size of the haystack that person might be hiding in? One way in the Department of Homeland Security we do that is through enrollment in a Trusted Traveler program. So since we started this program in December of last year, we've had nearly 250,000 people sign up for TSA Pre-Check enrollment. What that means is that you pay an $85 fee for 5 years, and you are then able to go to a dedicated lane in one of 118 airports around the country, including here at Boston Logan. What that also affords you is the ability to go to a dedicated lane where you are then allowed to keep your shoes on, your belt on, keep a light jacket on, keep your laptop, and still your small liquids, aerosol gels in your carry-on bag, so you can go through an expedited physical screening because we've done pre-screening of you before you ever get to the checkpoint.
Well, the program raises questions on passenger safety and security risks. And here with us is Todd McGhee. He's protecting the Homeland Innovations and a former lead trainer of the State Police Anti-Terrorism Unit. Todd, always good to see you. Sounds like certainly an upgrade as far as moving people through the lines, but is it an upgrade in security? That's the big question.
Lawful permanent residents and also U.S. citizens are eligible to take advantage of this program. TSA over the years has taken some criticism as far as customer service and moving the crowd, so I think this is going to be a good program and it'll be received well by the general public.
You have to complete an application process. We know that to be accepted into this program, but what are some of the things they might ask you in that process?
Pretty much a straightforward application process. They're going to do a criminal records background check, and they're going to ask basic standard biological information, biographical information, but also they'll look to receive some type of fingerprinting, and they'll match those fingerprints against the FBI database, and that'll be all part of the protocols as far as establishing someone's application.
You know, TSA says Pre-Check enhances aviation security by moving pre-screened people from regular lanes and letting screeners focus more closely on other travelers. What are they looking for, and how does pre-screening help in that whole process?
Well, if we take Logan Airport as an example, we've got anywhere from 28 to 30 million passengers traveling through annually. So if we can take a small section of pre-vetted passengers that have been pre-screened through the pre-check program and then remove those from the massive pool, that now allows all the authorities, the airport police, TSA, all working in unison to be able to just focus in on a smaller segment of that massive population.
What about the fear that someone's going to be trying to beat the system here, because you know it's out there?
Always a concern, certainly something to be on the minds of all of us as we try to enhance the security. But the key thing is to understand that it's going to be very difficult for someone to beat the system as far as the background check. If they are using a false name, hopefully the cross references and the control measures contained within the background information will flag those individuals, causing them to be ineligible for their pre-check status.
Yeah, you're allowing so many things to go through. Does it defeat almost, in some cases, the whole purpose of a security checkpoint?
Well, we have to remember that this doesn't allow a pre-check person that has the vetting that's been completed, doesn't allow them the opportunity to bypass security, but it also just gives them that sense of no shoes coming off, belt stays on, jacket stays on, so it's just an expedited process as opposed to a bypass process.
Who might get denied in a program like this?
If someone goes through the actual program and there's a formal criminal conviction for murder, espionage, areas such as a warrant, all those different aspects of heavy criminal past, that person's not going to be eligible to receive this type of clearance.
So you think the public will embrace this? I mean, they're clearly not going to have as many people next to them in line, but there's always that fear when you see someone in front of you, may look suspicious, and you're wondering, is everyone being screened properly, especially if you see someone race along who may look a little bit questionable, but they're going up the fast lane.
I think you're going to see the business travelers really adopt this program. The mom and pop's going away on April school vacation and February school vacation. We may not see that pool take advantage of it, but certainly the traveling public that are used to dealing with our checkpoints.
We'll see how it all plays out going forward. Security expert Todd McGhee, appreciate your time as always.
Thanks, Hawk.
Thank you. Our question of the day, TSA's Pre-Check program allows travelers, of course, to go through the application process, to get pre-screened, to go through security quicker. But do you think it's a good idea? We got mixed responses on Facebook. Let's start off with Helen Brixey. She says, I use it all the time. You still have to go through security screenings. You just don't have to remove your shoes or take out stuff like your laptops. For frequent business travelers like myself, it's a great program. For the average occasional traveler, probably not worth it, although $85 covers 5 years. That's not bad either. Cindy Johnson says no, because it defeats the purpose of a security checkpoint. I think the terrorists would easily figure out a way to get one of theirs on this quick list. Of course, we appreciate your comments. Tweet us at Fox 25 News with more of them. Sir, bye.